Minister of National Security Edmund Dillon says a decision has been taken to construct a police station in the middle of the enterprise area in the shortest possible time. Minister Dillon was speaking in the Senate during debate on the opposition's private motion asking government to deal with the unacceptable crime level in Trinidad and Tobago.
That decision would see a police station occupied by both members of Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and members of Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force to deal with the issues of gang warfare in the enterprise area.
Overnight, there have been at least 2 murders in the enterprise area. Minister Dillon said government is uncomfortable with the current spate of murders in Trinidad and Tobago, in particular what's happening in the enterprise area.
And we are going to take the fight to those people who consider themselves as unruly or whatever they want to call their names to deal with those issues in the central area. I can guarantee you, Madam President, the concentration of force at the right time and place.
Senator Gerald Ramdeen says the nation is yet to hear from the Prime Minister with the recent spate of killings.
When last did you hear the Prime Minister account to the country about what is happening in our country with safety and security? You can imagine that on Friday night, you had police officers and army officers running for their life in enterprise. Running for their life in enterprise, while 2 gangs were shooting at each other in the streets.
He says the government is constantly accusing the opposition of not cooperating with them on bills brought to the parliament.
The government makes it seem as though the opposition is opposing for opposing's sake. No. The opposition is opposing because the opposition stands by the rule of law and the Constitution. We understand what it is on this side to protect the rights of citizens. It is not good enough for you to come and parade through the parliament that you have a parliamentary agenda. A parliamentary agenda to do what? A parliamentary agenda to enact what?
Even as the Senate debated the unacceptable level of crime in Trinidad and Tobago, there continue to be calls for government to break its silence on the situation evolving in the community of Enterprise Shogunas. The latest call comes from the Congress of the People following another murder in the area. The latest victim was an Enterprise taxi driver. According to reports, the unidentified man was shot and killed around 11 o'clock this morning at John Lane Enterprise. Simultaneous shots were heard in the area after police fired shots at a Nissan Almera. The vehicle was eventually intercepted by the police. He died upon arrival in hospital. Also, there have been reports of a shooting in Fleming Street, Longdonville, where 1 person is believed to be dead. These killings follow the murder of Sylvan Alexis, the brother of reputed gang leader Selwyn Robocop Alexis. Other shooting victims are still in hospital. The Congress of the People says this open war zone continues to explode despite the continuing police and army presence in this tiny area of a few blocks in Enterprise. The party members want the Minister of National Security and Commissioner of Police to tell the people of Enterprise what they're doing to end the killing spree in their community immediately. They say residents also need to know what's being done to remove criminal elements, as this once peaceful community is being wrecked by the ongoing criminal violence.